Hey, this is G Butterfly. Welcome to the Watch and Whisper channel. If this is your first time over, welcome. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back. I'm a little under the weather, but I need to get this review out. I don't know if you know it. If you've been following me, you know I just came back from Vegas because we went to my son's wedding. We had a fabulous time. There was only one drawback, and I said I was going to definitely do this review. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. We stayed at the Palms off of West Flamingo. Now, here's the little thing they give you for your room. Here's my card. We stayed on the 22nd floor. At least we did. Some of us stayed in the Ivory Tower. Some stayed in the other towers. Beautiful hotel. We had a great time. Now, one drawback is when you first went on the 22nd floor, you smelled sewage. And this was in the Ivory Tower. We were there last week. That was the only negative thing I can say about the hotel. Other than that, everything top notch. I loved it. I would definitely go back and stay. The reason I'm doing this video is because of their buffet, and it's the A.C.E, all you can eat buffet. It was beautiful, and I must admit the food was very, very tasty for a buffet. And I've been to many buffets before, but the food there delicious. That I have to say. However, I'm really big on customer service, and I must admit the customer service was a -3. So Palms Hotel, if you see this video, please take into consideration what I'm going to tell you, because this could be the difference between missing out on 30 to 40 people at one time trying to come into your buffet. Well, this was a Thursday, and we got there at about, I'm going to say 5:30. There was at least 25 to 30 of us, and that included 2 small children. So you can say at least 25 adults minimum. And we were all paying the $65 per person for the buffet. We all knew how much it cost. We were all there. We were ready. Well, there was a line, but since we were coming from a wedding and we all wanted to sit in the general area together, I asked a server, I'm assuming she was a server. Her name was Lily. This I do remember. She was a very short lady. Her name was Lily. She asked us how many was in our party, and I told her between 25 and 30. I asked her specifically, is it possible to seat all of us in the same area? She said, yeah, just give me a minute. I'm going to go make a space for you all to sit. So, okay, we were all standing out, was not causing a problem. We were all talking in a tone that was normal for the area where we were. And everybody was just waiting. We were waiting for Lily to come back to tell us, okay, we have your area set up. You can go ahead and everybody can start going to pay, because everybody was just paying for their own buffet. Again, everybody came prepared. We were ready. And we kept waiting. And I was like, wow, it's taking a while. I kept seeing other people constantly going in. So when I saw Lily again, I say, excuse me. I say, is the area ready that you were going to seat us in? I say, because we're all here. We're ready. And we noticed a lot of other people continue to go in. She was like, oh, you didn't tell me how many people. I said, excuse me, Lily? You and I were standing right here and we had a conversation. I told you it was a minimum of 25 people, between 25 and 30. And we told you there were 2 children. And you said that you were going to go find an area for us, get it prepared, and come back and get us. And she was like, oh, well, we're not going to be able to do that. I said, but we've been standing out here waiting 30 minutes. Why didn't you let us know that? So she went on to just walk away. So red flag number 1 let me know that the customer service was not very good. Okay, no problem. We all get in line and start paying for our own individual meals. It's not a problem. People do that at buffet all the time. I don't know. And this was on Thursday, October the 20th at about, I'm going to say 5:36, somewhere just right there in that range by the time we got ready to pay. There was a lady who was working behind the register. She was taking everyone's order, letting everyone pay. She had the most horrible customer service that we ever had to encounter. Now, mind you, we were all well-spoken individuals, ready to go in. We all had our money. We were prepared. There were no issues on our end. We were just ready to go in because we actually heard good things about the buffet. So we were all ready to go in and eat. But whoever that lady was that was working at the desk, she was a young woman. She had dark hair, long ponytail, and I failed to get her name, and I should have, because if you're watching this from the Palms, I really wish you would take in consideration the customer service that your staff members were given at the A.Y.C.E all you can eat buffet. If you were taking into consideration the customer service that was extended to us, was not good. And I really don't think it's a reflection of your hotel, but you should take it in consideration and have a talk with the people who work in there, because it is a bad reflection. And guess what? Word of mouth goes a long way. Well, anyway, back to the story. So we noticed that the line just kind of stopped, and we were like, what is going on? Why aren't we able to pay so that we can go in? People was getting antsy, and they actually lost a little business because a few of the people just left and decided not to even eat there. But because we had decided this is where we were all going to go after the wedding, just so everybody can get something to eat, we stayed. So we went in, I went in, me, my mom, some other family members, friends, we all went in, not all of us, mind you. When we got in there were no tables. So there were tables kind of empty here and there. So they started putting some of the tables together so that we can all sit together. If nothing else, we wanted the wedding party to sit together. And it was about maybe 15 of them total that were there. No problem. They kept putting the tables together. Now, the people who were actually working in the dining room were very accommodating. They really tried to work with us to keep us in the same section. But the lady, Lily, kept coming back around. And then she kept saying, well, everybody can't come in. We were like, what the hell do you mean everybody can't come in? Do you know that after some of our party paid for their buffet, they actually roped them off and told them, well, we know you've paid, but you can't come in. How do you stop someone from coming into your establishment to eat your food after they've actually paid? Mind you, at the time, there was more than enough room for them to sit in the dining room. Now, there was a lady who came out, and I guess she tried to speak on behalf of possible management. But when we asked her, well, what is your name? Where is the manager? Who can we speak to try to get some of this situation resolved? She would never say what her name was, and she would never say who was the manager. Mind you, the little short lady, Lily, kept coming back, speaking as if she was in authority when we found out. I think she was just a server. She wasn't in any authority at all, in authoritative position at all. So I would just like to say that the customer service we received at the buffet at the Palms, horrible. And there was one server, she was amazing. Her name was Amanda. So if the leadership of the Palms or who's ever that buffet, you have a server there, her name is Amanda. She was amazing. She was very accommodating. She made sure that we had everything we needed. We didn't have to ask for anything. She was Johnny on the spot with everyone that she came in contact with that was in our party, and we left her an amazing tip because of her customer service. And customer service goes a long way. So now if we come back to your hotel, there's a probability that we may not even want to eat in your buffet. And we may go to another hotel that has the same style buffet, or just another restaurant and choose to eat there based on that one interaction that we had while we were there. Again, none of us raised our voices. No one was belligerent. No one was intoxicated. Everyone was well dressed, had money, had paid, and still was made to wait, although there was seating available. So if you're at the Palms Hotel, you might want to consider possibly not even eating over there. Again, the food was good, customer service was horrible. So if you can get your customer service worked on Palms Hotel, you might be okay. I'm sorry, Palms Resort off of Flamingo in Las Vegas. Would I recommend someone eat the food based on taste? Yes. Based on your customer service, that would be a strong no. A strong no. So this is G Butterfly coming to you back in Houston, but a quick review of the buffet at the Palms Resort in Las Vegas.